Hi everybody, welcome to Dancingluna Tarot. This is going to be a love reading for the sign of Sagittarius. So first we're going to ask about what's going on your side, Sag, and then what's going on your person's side, and what's coming up around the bend in the mutual energy in the near future. So this may not resonate with every Sagittarius out there. It is a general reading, so take what you need and leave the rest. You can watch your sun, moon, and rising also if you want a broader picture. Okay, so this is for my Sagittarius people. What's going on with my Sages in this connection with whoever they're thinking about as they sit down to watch this reading? I'm just going to go one more time so we can get a nice clean read on the energy. One more time. Okay. What's going on the side of Sag in this connection? We're just going to get a couple more cards. Okay. Why is the Magician here? So, okay. So Sag, it's like, in some respects, it's like you're manifesting in this connection, right? But there might be a tendency of a little bit of, this doesn't always come through in this way, but sometimes a Magician can speak of a little bit of a trickster energy. So, you know, this might speak to being a little bit on the manipulative side. So if you have that going on for you, just, you know, be mindful of that, Sag. But it looks like you're manifesting in this beautiful, abundant cup of love. You're definitely drawing it in. You may be dealing with some impulsive feelings to charge into something concerning love. But this is like, you've got like a lot of love in your heart for whoever it is that you're thinking about as you sit down to watch this reading. Like, Ace of Cups is like the most love anybody can really feel towards another person. So it's just a lot of abundant love. You might be somewhat guarded. It's like this girl is like guarded to a certain point, but she's got like room to let somebody in. But there's some guarded energy. So you may be, especially with the Hermit here, you may be in a little bit of a guarded stance. Yeah, but whoever you're thinking of as you watch this reading, you're definitely feeling passionate about them. You're definitely feeling like an inclination towards intimacy with this person. But you may just be sort of holding back. This intensity of feeling may not be something that you so you may be like mediating this feeling, right? Like bordering yourself up, going into hermit mode a little bit because of these feelings. But I think ultimately, like, there's like you've got two aces here. This is sort of like a gift coming in. If there were three aces, it would definitely be like a massive gift from the universe coming in. But with two aces, it's still like gifty-ish from the universe. This is a new beginning. Well, first of all, this is a new beginning in love, which this would speak to manifesting in a new beginning of love, even though you're guarded. But this speaks of a new beginning that has roots. Like, this is a secure beginning. This is, I love Ace of Pentacles just because like it's this big pentacle. So it's like abundant, this new beginning, and it's got roots, which means it's got a nice foundation, you know, the possibility of a nice foundation. So this is really nice, but you may just be like sort of taking some time out to like evaluate these feelings of feeling sort of impulsive. It's nice that the Devil card is not here because sometimes that comes out for Sag with this impulsive energy. So it's nice that that's not here. But yeah, it's like a desire to jump into this new beginning, but at the same time, like being bordered up. Like there's some conflicting energy going on internally, it seems like, Sag. So you just maybe kind of like on a timeout, figuring it all out, like assessing how you feel about this whole deal with this person. But ultimately, like, this is a nice indicator of like solid new beginning, with some potential to be like, to me, Ace of Pentacles beginnings are like healthy. They have roots, they have abundance, there's security there. And security not in terms of money, because we're talking about love here. It can be like stability with money, but this is just like overall abundance and stability. So that's really nice. So let's take a look, Sag, at what's going on your person's side, whoever it is that you're thinking of as you sit down to this reading. So this is for Sag's person. What's going on with Sag's person? What's going on with Sag's person? Going to shuffle one more time so we can get a nice clean energy tap in. Okay, so this is for what's going on with Sag's person. Oh, your person's also a little bit guarded. That's interesting, but they've got some different energy going on. So let's see. A lot of the readings today have been like people mirroring their person. Let's see. Okay, another ace. I'm just gonna get a couple more cards and then we'll dive in and talk about what's going on here. Oh. Why is the Eight of Swords here? So your person is, it looks like they might be pretty bound up in their head. Okay. So your person, it's like they're showing up kind of bound in their head, but this is almost like their own stuff. Like it could be because you're a little bit in hermit mode, or that because you're a little bit guarded, that it's causing your person to be a little bit in their head. But your person is feeling like also the inclination towards intimacy. That's funny because you got this same card. You guys have got like a couple of the same cards, so you guys are mirroring each other a little bit. I feel like this connection has sort of shaken up your person. And so that might be causing them to be like a little bound up, because they might just be feeling like a lot of passion towards you and having sort of a hard time navigating it, especially if you're a tiny bit in, you know, if you're a tiny bit in hermit mode, that may be causing this person to feel a little bit bound up. But this bound up energy is sort of being transmuted by a Tower moment, because this person is kind of being shaken up, and they're moving into the Wheel of Fortune, where they're experiencing a shift. So that means that this energy they're coming out of this energy. So they're moving from this tied up girl to this other image on the card that's like a little bit freed up, and she's still a little bit weathered, but she's out of this bondage, right? She's out of this self-imposed bondage, right? So your person is experiencing a shift out of this energy, which is nice. You know, anytime you see somebody sort of stuck up in this energy, not stuck up, but stuck in this type of energy where they're bound up, and it's totally like self-imposed bondage, almost like their own thoughts are causing them to feel all bound up. It's nice to see a shift. And with Tower and the Wheel of Fortune, this person is definitely experiencing a big shift out of this energy. They may just be finding their footing on their own, you know, out of this energy. But yeah, they're shifting and changing in a favorable way. And where they come out of this bound up energy is kind of where you are, in a sense. It's like they're a little bit guarded, but so they've got their boundaries up, but they've got room. They've got room for someone to get over this fence here. It's like, see the look on her face? It's almost like she's sort of looking suspiciously at the person, like before she lets them hop over this fence. She just wants to make sure like what they're coming in with. So your person, this is not an unhealthy boundaried up type of stance. This is just sort of like a person who knows how to guard their own gate because they've worked really hard at like building this gate. You know, they've worked really hard at sort of building themselves into this person who can protect their own borders and boundaries. So this is just very much a person who decides what they let in and what they don't let in. So this is not negative when it comes to being bordered up. Your person has desire for a new beginning on their side too. There's a lot of passion going on your person's side. They're feeling really passionate about you. They are probably feeling a need to like take things slow, but they're also like, there's a high desire on your person's part to nurture this connection. Like this guy is nurturing a whole tree, but trees grow pretty slowly. So it's like there's a desire on your person's part to grow slowly with you, but they also have a desire to have abundance with you, but they want roots with you, kind of like that Ace of Pentacles idea. Like they want to nurture this thing, but they want to make sure that it's brought in with roots, with like stable foundation, roots, abundance at the base of it, right? This is a very healthy approach to relationship. And this Eight of Pentacles is just here to say that your person is willing to put the work in. Your person is definitely willing to do the work to nurture this connection and have this beautiful, passionate new beginning with you. So that's what's going on your person's side. Let's look at the mutual energy. What's going on between Sag and their person in the upcoming near future? And when I ask about near future, I'm asking for up to the next few months, but it could be a week, could be a month, could be 2 months. I don't know, but I'm framing it over the next few months. This is what's going on between Sag and their person. In the near future. What's going on in the mutual energy in the near future with Sag and their person? I'm just going to go one more time. Okay, what's going on in the mutual energy upcoming in the connection between Sag and the person that's on their mind? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, with High Priestess and Magician here, I would say this is an interesting energy to come out together. This is like, okay, let's start from the beginning and then we'll get there. It's interesting to see these two out together. So there's going to be a decision made, a mutual decision made to move towards success and victory in this connection. I want to know why the King of Wands is here. Just like, why is he, what energy is he coming with? Because sometimes King of Wands can be a positive and sometimes he can be like a little bit ego. Okay. Why is Five of Wands, King of Wands here? want to get one more clarifier. Okay. Nice. Yeah. So in the mutual energy in the upcoming future decision, there's a decision being made. This is like, see, the Judgment card in this deck talks about a decision being made, but towards higher self, towards higher ways of being. Like she's almost sort of making a wish and seeing her higher self. So this is almost like a decision to step into higher self. And this is in the mutual energy, so that's nice. And what follows that is success and victory. Six of Wands is just, there's no other description of this card. There's no other real way to interpret this except for success and victory. I would say with this King of Wands and this Five of Wands, there may have been a tendency in this connection in the past where there may have been a little bit of ego and a little bit of internal conflict on both parts, and that makes sense with some of the cards that came through for your person. This is a very typical card for Sag too. Five of Wands. This is a self-sabotage card. So where I would be concerned if the hanged man wasn't here. I would say there might be concern, but with the hanged man here, it's just here to say that like any pride and ego and any internal conflict or tendency to sort of self-sabotage in this connection, those things, there's a new perspective smack right on top of it. So this is nice. This hanged man just kind of trumps this energy and says that this is being transmuted, being shifted into a new perspective, a new way of seeing. And it makes sense with the Judgment card here too, and Six of Wands here too. That sort of like, it's almost like you're both gonna be able to like cut out the BS of your own internal stuff, both of you on both sides when it comes to pride and ego and internal conflict, and have just a whole new perspective. This may come with a period of time out, a period of like introspection on both of your parts. So there may be a period of like a time out, like a thinking time in this connection coming up that will like resolve any type of residue of these type of energies in the connection, which is nice. And now we have the we have the High Priestess and the Magician. This is almost like how to explain this energy. It's like I can feel it, but it's really hard to put into words. This is almost like a pairing of intuitive manifestors meeting at the table. This is highly perceptive. There may be like telepathing going on. You guys probably are connected on some kind of deeper like spiritual level here with these two cards coming in. And you had the Magician come out in the beginning with your read. So you may be the manifester in the connection, Sag, and your person may be the more intuitive, tapped in being. Like, see this High Priestess? She's got like eyes on top of her eyelids. So this is a person who can see in the dark. This is a person who can see. This is a seer. So these are two really nice energies to come out together, because this just speaks to navigating in different realms. This is like a more spiritual type of realm that this connection is happening on. This is really nice. This is like deeper than surface. This is way deeper than surface. This is something on another level, in another realm. I hope that's making sense to you. I don't know necessarily how to put into words the energy that's coming off of this, but I've done my best to sort of translate it. And that is what it is. And then Eight of Pentacles is just here to say that you're both, this is like a balance, but this is also like putting in the work. You're both going to put in the work to this connection. You're both going to be putting in the work, and this is balanced because she's got her herbs, she's got her candles, she's got her books, she's got like the planets aligned around her. And you know, Eight of Pentacles just speaks about like putting in work, but then seeing the growth of the work, right? So there's going to be work put into this, but you're going to see results from the work that's being put in. So this looks really nice. This is about mutual energies. This is, yeah, both of you putting in the work. Yeah, I'm loving this. All right, Sagittarius. So that's your reading. Hopefully this resonated with you. If it didn't, feel free to check out your sun, moon, and rising. You might find more resonance there. Please like, share, and subscribe. It helps me grow the channel, but you just being here also helps me grow the channel. So thank you so much for showing up and receiving this reading today, Sag. Okay, take care.